Hi guys! This year I decided to do a new video series of all my Mothership Pat McGrath eyeshadow palettes. I decided to do what I'm going to call the Mothership of the Month series, where I take one of my Pat McGrath Mothership eyeshadow palettes every month and do a tutorial with it. The one that I will be using today is the Mothership One Subliminal eyeshadow palette. I will be creating this smoky, hazy, purpley eyeshadow look today. What I will do is I'll show you what brushes I'm using, what techniques I'm using to applying them, and what colors I'm using. And then at the end of the video, I will just go do my eyeliner and eyelashes off camera and come back with my final look and the final thoughts on the eyeshadow tutorial. Coming in just a bit closer, I already primed my eyelids a bit, just lightly with the Born This Way Too Faced Multi-Sculpting Concealer. This one's in the color Vanilla. And then I just used Pierre's Cosmetics eyebrow pencil in the color Brunette on the eyebrows, just to fill in the sparse areas. And I just set that with the Benefits Cosmetics 24-hour brow setter gel. It's the clear eyebrow gel. I haven't used this eyeshadow palette in a while, so I hope the quality is still good. I'm starting off with Ultimate Taupe on a big fluffy blender brush. And I'm just going to place that all over the crease and blend it upwards, just to lift that hooded eyelid a bit. It has just the right amount of cool tone to give some depth without looking muddy or grey on my eyes, because some cool tone shades tend to look very muddy very quickly. But I don't have that issue with this palette. It's such a smooth and blendable formula, so it doesn't look muddy at all. Look how smoothly it blends out. Just taking a little bit under the eye. I am taking the darker color Depth on a bit more of a dense blender brush, and I'm going to use that to deepen up my crease. I'm so excited to be using these palettes again, because I really love using my Pat McGrath palettes, especially these old Mothership palettes. They blend out so nicely, and I always get nice looks for them. Just taking it a bit higher up and just a bit deeper, and just a bit closer to the lash line, deepen up this outer half. I'm taking Extreme Black on this angled, very dense smudger brush. Sometimes use it for a rough eyeline. And I'm going to just drag it from that outer corner of the outer V, that angle on the outer corner of the eye, and just drag it onto, almost like in a wing shape, onto the center of my eyelid. And then as close as I can to the lash line with that brush, just blend out the outer half. I like that lift it gives. It's a nice feminine kind of lift. I'm going to add some of the Pat McGrath Intensifies Artistry wand on the eyelids. It just grips the shiny colors a bit better and makes it last a bit longer. You can use a glitter glue if you don't want to buy this. I like the texture and the formula of this one. I also have a backup in the drawer because I really like this product. It's not sticky or tacky. It has a bit more of a balmy texture. And I use it for all my shiny colors on the lids. I'm taking Substance on a flat brush, and I'm just placing it here from the center of the lid outwards to create that kind of a gunmetal type of effect. I'm going to add some sparkle later. You can make such a beautiful, just full-on smoky eye with just this color on the lid. I'm taking Lilac Dusk on a flat brush. This one's just a little smaller. And I'm placing that on this inner part of the lid, just to give a bit more of a purpley feel. I just cleaned that same brush off with my Sigma switch, and I am now adding the VR Violet. I'm just going to layer that on top of the entire lid and just blend the edges with the brush I did the crease color with. This sparkly shade still has that beautiful amount of oomph that it had when I purchased the palette, so I'm really happy about that. I'm taking Skin Show Nude on a very thin, small concealer brush and just adding that to the brow bone to highlight, and then adding it as a base highlight in my inner corner. Dragging it up here in the middle. And then I'm going to use that same brush with the color Astral White. Just bring really sparkly extra glam to this inner corner. I'm just taking that first blender brush, just blending all the shades nicely together. Okay, I'm happy with the eyeshadow look. I'm going to go do my eyeliner and eyelashes, and then I will be back with the final eyeshadow look and my final thoughts. I'm back with the final eyeshadow look. I did add some of Eveline Cosmetics waterproof eyeliner in the waterline. I've just been loving this eyeliner lately and their lip liner. So I added the one of their lip liners with just a shiny gloss on top. And I really, really love how smoothly they apply and how long they keep their pigmentation. And it's quite a solid dark black eyeliner, which I really love. So I'd highly recommend go checking it out if you're interested in an affordable but high quality eyeliner, the kohl eyeliner. And then I added a slight wing. I don't even know if you can see it behind the eyelashes. Slight wing with the NYX Epic Ink waterproof liquid eyeliner in the color black. And then I added some of the Legendary Lashes Volume 2 mascara on the eyelashes. And lately I haven't been wearing falsies. I've been into the bit more natural mascara only eyeshadow looks these days. But for this look, I kind of feel that it deserved a bit more drama. However, I didn't want to apply a full lash, so I only went with a half snippet of my Ardell 113 black wispy eyelashes. So I just took the inner half of the eyelash and popped that on the outer half of the eyelid, just to give some flair and some drama without covering the entire eye. So you can see that pretty purpley, sparkly shade still. So what do you think about the eyeshadow look? I really loved playing with this palette again. I so love the quality of these old Mothership palettes. It's just so easy to work with. Everything works well together so easily, and that mattes just blend it out so beautifully. My overall thoughts about the eyeshadow look, I like the way it came together. I think it's a lovely evening out, attention grabbing type of eyeshadow look without being too colorful. So it's a wearable, colorful, smoky type of eyeshadow look. So let me know what you guys think. I've really enjoyed doing this eyeshadow look, and I really look forward to doing the rest of the series and playing with each and every of my Mothership eyeshadow palettes again. I hope you're as excited as I am about this series, and I hope you will stick around to just see what else comes out from all my Mothership palettes this year. Then I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you next time, guys. Bye!